Hoster and organizer of the STPL, and today I don't have Rapid with me, I'm solo casting, and we are about to move on to game 2, which is actually game 3 of pSi versus BuLL. Now, we just saw a very cool TVP on New Sniper Ridge, and we're about to move in to yet another game here on the STPL. So let's take it over to the overlay, and let's introduce our players. Okay, as you can see on the left-hand side of your screen, it's actually going to be a ZVP, but we see Mitak for Storm. Now, he did do very well last round. He actually went 2 for 3 for his team, so put in a decent performance, was a linchpin in their roster. He has lost his first game this round, but he's going to be looking to get his name on that board once again. Now, the reason why we're skipping game 2 is I don't have the replay for it. I think it was a walkover, but I'm waiting to get that confirmed by the pSi leader. Unless the BuLL leader's here, maybe he can help as well. But in the other side of it, we're going to have BuLL's Dark. Now, Dark, one of the newer players to the league, has lost his first 2 games. He actually plays PvZ instead of ZvZ, so it's going to be a PvZ, so don't worry about the overlay. I need to make sure I can actually set the race in the overlay rather than just loading from the database, because it really does mess me up if it's a race picker. But here we go. They are going to be moving on to Neo-Electric Circuit. Now, Neo-Electric Circuit, a very, very fun map. One of my favorite in the game, actually. Introduced around 2010 for the Shinhan Bank Pro League. Was used in the Jin Air OSL 2011. No, the TVing OSL it was used in, my bad. But really, really cool map. Kind of like a 4-player Medusa. Gas bases at 12, 6, 3, and 9. And of course, you do have those in-base mineral onlys on the high ground, and the stacked side disruptors will actually block those to give you a little bit more defense early on. And now we're in round 2. It's week 4, day 1, and it's going to be pSi versus BuLL. We're going to head into Mitak versus Dark right now. Okay, so starting us off in the top right-hand position, we do have the Teal Protoss fighting for BuLL. It's going to be Dark. Now, his opponent spawning up here in the top left-hand position is going to be fighting for pSi. It's Mitak. Now, ZVP has led some really interesting games in the STPL so far. We actually had one that lasted about half an hour the other day. That was on Sunday, I believe it was, between Media and DM. And then, of course, before that, we've actually had even longer ones. I casted an hour-long one between Imber and I believe it wasn't Castro, it was Babo on Sol. That was an insane CVP. Imber, of course, being Oyaji in this round, so his name has slightly changed. Thank you very much for the follow, AKRD89. Does mean a lot. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream so far. And it looks like we're going to have a Forge Fast 6-man coming in from Dark, not doing anything too crazy. And we did see Mitak at the beginning complaining about a little bit of lag. This is a European against a South American, so there can be a little bit of lag problems sometimes. That is the issue with having such a global tournament. There are people from the 4 corners of the globe, and I still don't understand why people say that, because a circle doesn't, or a sphere doesn't have corners. But either way, from all from all one side of the globe, we do have players. We've got players from Korea, players from, I believe there's one from Australia, Canada, America, Russia, Europe, the UK, of course. There may be a South African player. I know I've certainly used to play with a South African player on IC Cup. I'm not sure if there's one in the tournament, but South America as well. So a little bit of lag can be present, and this is one of the main reasons why I choose to cast from replays. I don't want to cause any lag issues more than there already are. We certainly want to see the best quality games at the best quality turn rate that the players can muster. And of course you will have some circumstances where the lag or the latency could be pretty bad. But it looks like we're going to have a 12 pull into a 12 hatchery from Mitak, so he is going to be able to put on a little bit of pressure, but not too much, especially against the two cannons that Dark has already built. Now, this is a pretty notoriously hard map to wall fully, so maybe this could explain this, but building the two cannons before the Nexus delays this a lot more than it possibly needs to be, and because he did scout him last, he wasn't able to put any pressure on that hatchery either. And Mitak is in a very, very good position, especially by picking off that probe as well. Of course, Mitak is going to get full information. He needs to be careful that he doesn't fly his Overlord into the cannons, pulls back at the right time. And it's going to be a long, long time before we see anything from Dark that's able to shoot up, so he's going to be feeling pretty good about that. He'll leave his Overlord there as long as humanly possible, get as much scouting information as possible as well. But these Lings look like they want to cause at least a little bit of trouble for our Protoss player. They're looking to maybe intercept another probe, possibly going for a little bit of a run by. I know we do have that third hatchery actually being added at the third gas. He's expanding towards his Protoss opponent. That is nearly unheard of. But here we go. The wall is not tight. The Lings are on top of the cannon. There's no probes here to block either. He has been completely blindsided by this. And yes, there are only 3 Zerglings, but for how long? Looks like the probes have been pulled. The micro isn't perfect. The gateway has been finished. It looks like he's going to keep the Zerglings out of his main, which is going to be important, but he's losing a lot of probes here. He's not microing properly. And there we go, another cannon being added on. The poor Zealot trying to hold on against this many Lings. Gonna find it very difficult. And now the probe has scouted that there's more Lings on the way. Is it going to be a Hydrosin? No, it's actually going to be a lair. Despite the fact he's barely got any probes. Now the wall isn't tight on the left-hand side, and this is the problem. The Zerglings on top of the cannon again. The Zerglings have got a surround on the Zealot as well. And this could be too little too late for Dark as he tries to hold on with absolute patience. But it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. The Zerglings still flooding across the map. They're going to get into the main. Is there a cannon in the main at least? No, there's not. You can just see how few probes there are. And unfortunately, it looks like for Dark, despite his team taking an early lead here, Mitak is certainly going to be able to win this game. It would take an absolute miracle for Dark to come back here. There's Zerglings all over his base. The Forge, the Gateway are unpowered, and GG! Dark is taken down by Mitak in an incredibly precise and tactical DVP.